everybody. Hello. How are we all? Hella excellent in the house. And we have Dolly Inadequate also down there as well. We're doing something different today. We have Mandy Matney's cross-examination. And guys, if you don't know who Mandy Matney is, well, she probably doesn't want to hear that because she thinks she's pretty important. She's so important that she needs to bring security with her everywhere she goes. If she doesn't, she's in great danger. Now, if you didn't know already, if you haven't been following this channel, I have a little bit of a pet peeve. And that is arrogant YouTubers or podcasters who think that just because somebody critiques them, that they therefore have stalkers. That annoys me. I've covered a few of them now. Quite a few. And yeah, I find it disgusting.
And I find it disgusting.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether Mandy and Lauren are friends. I think they might be kind of frenemies. But I think you're going to see a lot of similarities between Mandy Matney and Lauren Matthias and some other people that we've been covering on this channel. Now, I've known of Mandy Matney for a long time. She runs a production company called Lunashark, and it used to be called the Murdaugh Murders Podcast, but, you know, you change your name when you realize that you run out of content. Anyway, let's just say that if anyone ever says anything mean to her, she feels like she's being actually physically threatened. So let me just get this out there right now, Mandy. I'm not physically threatening you. I'm on the other side of the world, and I'm not your stalker. Cool? All right, we're just making that clear right now. All right, now I'm going to bring in my co-host, and he's also not your stalker.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Wonderful. How are you?
Pretty good. Now, Dali
Yes.
is in the US. And
Allegedly.
yeah, and he is somebody who unfortunately tends to get the wrath of people who don't like me. Yeah.
Which is a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, people who think I'm stalking them because I'm critiquing them,
Yeah.
they tend to go, well, you know, we might just come visit Dali because that's just as good.
Yeah.
So that's not on, Mandy, and your troll hunters. And I know you have troll hunters. You've said it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We've seen video of you actually say you have troll hunters and they go out and find people. So, and I know this has happened. So that's not on. Right? Now, we would have left this alone, except for the fact that there has been a court ruling of Mandy Matney being found in contempt of court. So, suffer, Mandy.
Whole lot of contempt.
Whole lot of contempt. Yeah. Now, going back to who Mandy is, if you don't all know, she runs a podcast. So she's a podcaster, and she completely grifted off the Murdaugh case for years. So much so that if there was any crime in South Carolina, if she could attach the Murdaugh name to it, sweet. Anything. You know, like someone stubbed their toe, it was Murdaugh's fault.
It was.
Pretty much.
He owned the property.
It was pee on the property. Murdaugh's fault. The good old boys are covering for it. Yep. And she did pretty well out of it.
Yeah.
And I think she even is still trying to wrap her head around the fact that Becky Hill did anything wrong.
Oh, boy. Called it.
Yeah. Hey, chat. How's it going? Hi. Hello, everybody. Do we have anyone from South Carolina in chat? Do we have anyone?
I don't know. The last one we had, you pissed off. Yeah.
Hey, AG, how are you, stalkers? Where
That
are
was
the
awkward at CrimeCon.
stalkers? That's right. Hey, AG, member for 28 months. How are you?
Oh, Felicia.
Oh, Felicia's here.
Yes.
Me,
Okay.
me,
Good.
me. Hey, Felicia, you used to watch Mandy, right? Yeah, AG's been a member for 28 months. Thank you so much for that. And we have a new member, Y Rigola. How are
Hey.
you? Good to see you. All right. So, me? Oh, nice. Hello, Suzanne. How are you? Darlie can do a really good Southern lady impression, by the way. He does a great Becky Hill.
I do declare.
He does declare, yeah. All right, guys. We can't be sure about Darlie. He might be her stalker. Yeah, you never know. Just don't say that, Justin.
Yeah.
Legit. There will be a bunch of ladies in pink coming after Darlie. You'll see in a second. All right. So, hey. We've been following this for a while.
Oh, yeah.
We know all the law.
For God, 3 years.
Oh, yeah. All right. So I'm just going to give you a teensy little bit of backstory into like who Mandy is and why she's been found in contempt of court. We're not going to give you everything because we'd be going on for like 3 hours. We've given a fairly good description of what this case is and why she's even in court for this in the description, guys. So please read the description because as we go along, I'm sure there'll be a lot of people sort of coming into chat and stuff going, what's this all about? What's happening? Please read the description because it will give you a backstory. Now, and as we go along also, we're going to be playing her cross-examination and we're not going to be talking much, right? So when we're going to let you watch it.
Yeah.
So we just want to do this little bit of intro first and then we're going to get straight into it. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go. So okay, so recently, and this has made the news, like lots of news sources, mainstream media have caught on to this. A judge unloads a $176,000 penalty on Murdaugh podcaster Mandy Matney after finding subpoena defiance. Right, so basically what's happened is this lady has decided she doesn't want to turn up for a deposition. Yeah. Unbelievable, right?
Well, she decided she doesn't have anything to do with it and has nothing to offer. So, yeah.
Just won't turn up.
Yeah. Sorry.
Right?
God,
Pretty
give me a
much,
warning.
right? Sorry, yeah. So a South Carolina judge found Alex Murdaugh, crime reporter and podcaster. It's interesting that they refer to her as just an Alex Murdaugh, crime reporter and podcaster, because that's pretty much all she's ever reported on. Mandy Matney.
Oh, she'd hate that.
Well, it's true. Mandy Matney in civil contempt and order her to pay $171,500 in attorney's fees and costs plus a $5,000 fine after concluding she willfully refused to comply with a subpoena in litigation tied to the Murdaugh family. In a 22-page order filed Monday, Circuit Judge R. Keith Kelly concluded Matney deliberately disregarded a valid subpoena and prior court order requiring her to appear in a deposition, rejecting her claim that safety concerns justified her refusal. Right, okay. So here's the problem. She was notified that she had to appear for a deposition in this case. And the case is, she is a non-party to the case.
Yeah.
So she's not, she's not the defendant. She's not the plaintiff.
No.
She is a witness.
Yeah.
Right? So she's just been called as a witness and she needs to be deposed.
Yeah.
But she decided that that's too much of a burden on her. She has to take time off work. She doesn't have anything to do with it. It's going to cost her all this money. And also she feels unsafe because she has stalkers.
Well, the unsafe thing, that was when all her attempts to get out of the subpoena were denied by the judge, her last line of attack, all of a sudden she brought up a week or two, maybe a month before she had to be
not long before. Yep.
It wasn't long before that she was afraid of her life. So she comes up with this new reason why she can't be deposed.
Yes. And then she celebrated the fact that she didn't turn up on the day that she was supposed to be there by taking photos out with her attorney eating lemon pound cake and posting it on social media. So there were quite a few opportunities to change the location and time, but no, wasn't okay with her. So let's go back to...
She's just an influencer and posts pictures online.
Oh, she does, yeah. So there's a $176,500 lemon pound cake.
Mark Tinsley.
Yep, yeah.
That is it, yeah.
With her attorney on the day she's supposed to be in court. And then at her contempt of court hearing, she puts this on Instagram and goes, "When the haters aimed for my downfall and accidentally sponsored my glow up. See you all at 9 a.m. on Monday at the Spartanburg County Courthouse. Please press all the buttons and spread the word." So this was actually brought up in court, the fact that she's announcing where she's going to be to a bunch of people on the internet. You're scared for your safety, Mandy? And this lady, the attorney for the Parkers. So this was the lady questioning, the lawyer questioning Ms. Matney. She became public enemy number one. And you'll see that some of her words were misconstrued or misrepresented by Ms. Matney on her podcast. So here is, on social media as well. So here's a post by Mandy Matney. Because there was a previous hearing, what's called a show cause hearing, prior to the hearing that you're going to see some of today. And Mandy is saying, on April 7, that's at the show cause hearing, I was summoned to Gaffney SC, where attorney Deborah Barbier screamed at me for hours and berated me for wearing a bathing suit, which she argued invites harassment and stalkers. Then I sat for a deposition where they finally would allow it to be held somewhere I felt safe. That wasn't enough for her and Team Parker, though. I believe they wanted to send a message that women who prioritize their safety should be punished in South Carolina, especially female journalists who dare to go up against the system. Yeah. I watched this show cause hearing. This lady never raised her voice.
No. Mandy tried to say she was, and her voice was just all calm and cool and just...
Yeah. Oh, and this guy. So this guy here is Jim Seidel, and he runs a news site called Crime and Cask Investigations, and he's an author as well. Now, Mandy claims that this man here is her stalker. And she refers to him as a felon, and he does have a felony. Now, as I'm not going to actually tell you what, you guys can go and search what his felony is, if you like, whilst we are doing this. It's Seidel, Seidel, Jim Seidel. Now, he's a critic of Mandy Matney's. As we go along and we watch this cross-examination, you can decide for yourself whether she is putting forth that he's a dangerous man or not. Whether you feel like she is characterizing him as a dangerous person, because I can tell you that he has nothing in his past that would characterize him as dangerous.
No, not at all.
No. And all he's ever done is criticize Mandy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he was not going to depose her. No. No. He has nothing to do with this.
No, he's not a witness, as far as I know.
No. Okay, so let's get into this. Now, I want to let you guys all know that Mandy has a recording of this hearing in full, and she has it on her Patreon. And she's charging $1,750 for anyone who is coming along who she doesn't trust, let's say. So who is not a premium Lunashark member, to watch this hearing in full. It's $500 if you are already a premium Lunashark member. Now, Dali, you tell me, how did you get to see this hearing?
I watched it live as it happened. I am not used to recording WebEx. So the first day I had some issues. The second day I had a little issue. But I was able to get a lot of it together, and the audio and everything working. But there was some bits and pieces I missed. So I had to reach out to other people. The one thing I found out is no one really had a complete copy of this. It was really kind of surprising. So we kind of had to cobble this together. But it's pretty much the entire
We're still
process.
cobbling it together.
We're still cobbling it together.
But we know we have it all.
Yes.
So here's the thing, Mandy. We have the whole thing. Unfortunately, it looks to us like nobody else was recording the entire thing, or at least that we know. Somebody else may have been, right? But Dali got some.
Yes.
And some of our friends got some. Some people were in the courtroom and got some. And between us all, we're making a full copy.
Yes.
So screw you and your $1,175 and you not wanting people to see this.
I can't even
Yes.
fathom asking that much.
Considering that Mandy Matney and Lunashark are always talking about
Sunlight.
showing up all of the
Transparency.
corruption. Yes, in the South Carolina legal system. And here I am, a lady on the other side of the world, pulling together video of your hearing, Mandy, to show to Americans with the help of my co-host and some lovely other people who were there. So thank you to you all. And we're going to be releasing it over the coming days. So we definitely have your cross-examination, Mandy, and we've managed to pull that together so we can show everybody today. Oh, P.S. One thing we should also mention is, since she has received this sanction from the court, she has a GoFundMe going to pay for her fees, and it's up to $60,000.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Oh, she's about to be a fan of the channel.
Wow.
She knows about us. She knows
Yeah.
about us. And right now, I bet you $100 her
Minions.
cult are off watching in their Discord and planning my demise.
Hi.
Yo. Hi. How's it going? Yeah. All right, let's go.
Oh, and this stream is sponsored by Vocal Fry Services, Inc., LLC. For all your vocal fry needs.
Mistreatment of me, the mistreatment of me.
Alrighty, let's go. Hang on, I just need to get the right setup going here. Okay. Now, guys, letting you know, we're gonna go from full screen, and then we're gonna go into portrait mode, and then we're gonna go into Zoom, WebEx mode.
Yeah.
We're putting together what we can, guys. Right?
And
so
I did email the court trying to get a copy as well. We're working on it.
We are working on it. So I'm putting it on the button. We are working on a full compilation video of the 2-day hearing. Please sub up and turn on the members thing. Members will have priority access, by the way, guys, because, hey, if she can charge $1,175 for the full thing, I can charge $4 to give people priority access. It'll end up being free anyway. But if you want to get it first, $4. Come on. We're putting a lot of work in, guys. Okay, now I am going to put a watermark on this though. Sorry, Mandy. You want this? You're going to have our names on it. Where's my watermark? Boom. That one. Ha. Okay, let's go. You'll get used to it, guys. Sorry.
Husband.
Answer the question.
I own it with my husband.
You and your husband own it 100%, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And Lunashark Media is a for-profit business, correct?
Yes.
And the podcast True Sunlight and Cup of Justice are produced by Lunashark Media, correct?
Yes.
And you have publicly stated that you built a multi-million-dollar media company, is that correct?
That is true.
You said that in postings, that it's a multi-million-dollar media company, is that right?
Yes.
How many $1 million is it worth?
I don't know. My husband does the money.
But in building this multi-million-dollar media company, you've become familiar and knowledgeable with how revenue is generated by Lunashark, correct?
Somewhat. I'm the creative side.
But you're the CEO, correct?
I am the CEO, but I'm the creative CEO.
And you're one of the producers of these podcasts, correct?
Yes.
And part of your job is to create content, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And because content helps generate revenue, you are in part responsible for raising revenue, correct?
Correct.
And one of the ways that Lunashark generates revenue is through advertising, correct?
Correct.
And another way that they generate revenue is through subscriptions, is that right?
Correct.
And Lunashark has different levels of subscriptions. They have a Soak Up the Sun Lunashark Premium for $14 a month, is that right?
Correct.
And they have a Pocket Full of Sunshine ad-free podcast subscription for $7 a month, is that right?
Correct.
How many premium Lunashark members do you currently have?
I don't know at the moment.
Approximately how many do you have?
I don't know at the moment.
You don't know if it's thousands? You don't know?
No, because I'm on the journalism creative side, and I still like to separate that from being I never wanted to be a journalist / creator that was constantly chasing clicks and constantly chasing subscriptions and constantly chasing money. My husband handles the money. I handle the content.
So you're asking this court to believe that you're the CEO and you don't know how many premium subscribers you have right now?
Objection has to answer.
Go ahead.
Is that
Correct.
right? You don't have an approximate number.
Objection asked and answered.
Now you also generate revenue through sponsorships, is that right?
Define sponsorship.
You tell me, what is a sponsorship?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't have national advertisers that sponsor ads on your podcast?
Yeah, that would be advertising.
Okay. You have national advertisers?
Yes. It's not a national, it's a global podcast, so.
And do you have any crowdfunding on behalf of Lunashark?
Not for myself, for other people. I have shared GoFundMes for victims that are being abused by the court system.
You've also asked your followers to help you pay your legal fees, haven't you?
No.
You haven't posted about helping to pay your legal fees?
I said I probably will have to get there at some point, but again, this has been dragging out for a very long time. And I have not asked for money specifically because we have not had to pay money from you. This is not over.
Do you recall asking your followers to click on certain videos on repeat to help you pay your legal fees?
Yeah, and that's kind of a joke.
Oh, okay. And you also generate revenue through merchandise, is that right?
Yes, a good percentage of it goes to charity, though.
Do 100% of the proceeds go to charity?
I believe so.
Do you believe so or you know?
Again, my husband does the money. I pick the charity every few months, and I know that my husband is constantly angry because merch makes us no money. And it's just, I like to do it. It's a fun thing and it's fun for the fans, but it does not make us money.
Does that make you a lot of money or does it make you any money?
Money, no money.
So you make no money on merchandise, that's your testimony.
Yes.
Now, would you agree with me, Ms. Matney, that audience engagement greatly affects Lunashark's revenue?
For the podcast.
And on social media as well, correct?
No. We have a very solid following from our podcast, from the Murdaugh Murders Podcast days that, as you can see in this courtroom, people are very loyal, have traveled across the United States to come here and really, really care about our podcast. So we are lucky in the fact that like social media is not our number one way of getting to people, and people just listen to the feed. Social media is a way to market, but it doesn't do much beyond that.
So you agree that you do make money from your podcast, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you do make money from social media, you're just saying it's not a lot of money, right?
It's not a lot of money.
What's a lot of money to you to say?
I don't know, but it's from one of your posts, from one of the posts that I've done about Parker's, I made $25. So that'll give you a good estimate.
Would you agree with me, Ms. Matney, that the more controversial the content of your podcast is, the higher an audience engagement you get?
I don't know.
Well, you have to make these podcasts interesting in order for people to tune in, don't you?
I don't make them interesting. The content is interesting to begin with. So
But you have to have interesting content in order to generate audience engagement, correct?
sure.
And would you agree with me that controversy creates interest in your followers?
No.
You don't agree with that? But you do agree it has to be interesting, right?
Yes.
And you do agree that on social media, every click that you get generates cash. It may not be a lot of money to you.
No, that's
but it
not.
generates cash.
No, most of my posts make $0. Or
But
zero
you
pennies.
specified a post that you made about Parker's made you $25, right?
Yeah, that's
And that's $25 more than you had the day before that, right?
sure.
Okay. Now, your Instagram handle is at Mandy Matney, is that right?
Mandy_Matney.
Okay, and what's your Facebook handle?
Mandy Matney Investigates, I believe.
What's your Threads handle?
Mandy Matney, I believe. Mandy_Matney.
And you control access to those accounts, don't you?
Yes.
And you're verified on those accounts, aren't you?
Yes.
And so those are accounts that, although you might not think it's a lot of money, you profit from those accounts, don't you?
I don't profit from Threads, and it depends on the month. I know that you're not familiar with social media, but every month they have different variables for what, like sometimes Reels get money, sometimes Reels make no money, sometimes photos with text make the most. Like it completely depends on the month, and there's some months where I'll literally make $0 on social media.
Okay. But you do make money on Facebook and Instagram, correct?
Correct.
You don't make money on Threads. Is that your testimony?
I believe so.
Okay. And you do make money on your podcast, right?
Correct.
And can we agree that you have devoted numerous social media posts to this dispute over your deposition.
Yes,
In fact, you have commented online a great deal about how the Parker's attorneys have used your social media posts in numerous court filings, right?
mm-hmm,
And you don't dispute that those are your social media posts, do you?
I don't.
Okay. Now, since receiving the subpoena for your deposition on October 14th of 2025, would you dispute that you've posted about this deposition dispute more than 260 times?
That seems like a lot, but I don't know. I haven't counted.
Okay. Well, if I represented to you that certain people on the Parker's team have done research and found more than 260 posts that you've made about this deposition dispute, would you have a reason to dispute that?
Are you saying like comments, or are you saying like a lot of my Facebook posts go to a lot of my Instagram posts go to my Facebook, etc. So I don't, there could be a lot of duplicates in there.
There could be duplicates because you do this across multiple platforms, right?
Right,
So if you post something on Instagram, you also post it on Facebook, right?
usually,
And then sometimes you put the same thing on Threads, right?
sometimes.
Because you want to get these messages out to the largest audience possible, right?
Yes,
And
Somewhat.
many of these social media posts are aimed at disparaging Parker and Harkins County, is that right?
no, they are aimed at what you have done to me in the past few months and dragging this court proceeding out when this could have ended a very long time ago. I wanted to be deposed a very long time ago. I was ready, willing, and able to be deposed a long time ago. I just wanted my safety, and I do not believe that it's right that you are doing this. So that is what I've been spreading sunlight and spreading the word about. I think people need to know who you are and what you're doing.
And you have made very negative comments about my client, Mr. Parker's company, and other members of Parker Council, including myself, right? You agree they're negative, right? No, you haven't been flattering. Is that right?
It's correct.
Okay. And you have, as recently as this last night, been posting negatively about this court and about Judge Kelly and his rulings. Is that right?
Objection.
Don't say what.
A t-shirt that says take zero shit and a exhibit that says bitchy little footnote. Or it's a notepad. It says bitchy little footnote.
And you have made social media posts about Parker's bitchy little fitness. Is that right?
I made a post about the amount of times that you all had gone out of your way during filings to disparage me and Liz Farrell over and over and over again and call us non-journalist and be pretty nasty. So yeah, I have mentioned bitchy little footnotes. I don't know why you think that take zero shit is related to you though.
So, Your Honor, I'm doing exhibits 3 through 6 into evidence.
No objection, Your Honor.
Not a thing.
Ms. Matney, you received a subpoena originally for your deposition on October 14th, 2025, is that correct?
Correct.
And on October 14th also, you had a red carpet premiere for the Murdaugh Death in the Family Hulu series, is that right?
Correct. I think. I don't know. I would have to look.
Okay. But that was right around the same time, did you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. And you were an executive producer on that series?
Yes.
And you actually went to New York and attended the red carpet, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. And you actually have made a number of public appearances in connection with that. You did press interviews, you did podcast appearances, you did promotional events associated with promoting that, right?
I did. It's my job.
And that, anytime during those promotional activities or on your red carpet, did you bring a security guard with you, did you?
We had security with Disney the entire time.
Did you bring your own security guard?
No, they had hired security that we worked with.
Okay. I'm asking you, did you bring your own security?
Objection, asked and answered, Your Honor.
I don't think so. Go ahead.
Did you bring your own security?
But no, because they already had it there and it was already worked out with Hulu and Disney.
Did you bring security with you today?
I did,
And you understand this courthouse has security, right?
yes.
But you don't believe the courthouse security can protect you?
The further, I want to feel safe, and I don't feel safe around you, and I don't feel safe around you, and
But you felt safe enough on the red carpet not to bring your own security?
yeah, that was far away from you.
Now, Ms. Matney, you didn't, you routinely make public appearances for your job, right?
I defined as routinely.
Well, in October of 2023, you appeared at the College of Charleston for a conversation with Mandy Matney, and that was open to the public, right?
That was a long time ago, so I would not define that routinely. That was during a book launch, so I had public events during my book launch.
Did you take your own security guard with you to College of Charleston?
I believe we did. We had security, I remember them.
Did you bring your own security to the college?
We had security.
I'm not asking.
I don't, are you trying, I'm sorry.
I got the best court order in South Carolina. You can only get one voice at a time.
Ms. Matney, I appreciate that you've answered my question. My question to you is, when you appeared at the College of Charleston in October of 2023, did you personally bring your own security guard?
We had some sort of security. I can't go back in my mind and think was there a security guard that we physically brought with us? But there was somebody at the door, I remember. It made me feel safe. And I believe David hired him. I can't remember the details. Again, you're asking me to recall details from an event 3 years ago.
When you appeared in November of 2023 at the University of South Carolina for True Sunlight with Mandy Matney, that was open to the public too, wasn't it?
Yes, and there was security on the premises.
Right, I understand universities have security. What I'm asking you is, did you bring your own security guard?
No, we worked with the university.
So you did not bring your own security guard, correct?
I don't remember this. I just remember we had security and I felt safe.
Okay.
And I have the right to do that, to feel
You
safe.
certainly do.
And that's what I'm doing today.
You did.
Yeah, but I mean, I just want to say that I have the right to feel safe and I have the right to, and again, it's very expensive to hire your own security guards. But I have the right to feel safe and I should not feel bad about that.
Ms. Matney, nobody here disputes the fact that you have the right to feel safe. These are questions that I'm asking you to answer. They're yes/no questions. The next question is, when you went to Arizona State University in November of 2023, and you had a Suns Devils in the details, a conversation with Mandy Matney, that was open to the public, wasn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you appear at Arizona State University?
No,
Okay, you didn't have that.
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, have you done other appearances at major universities?
Yeah, Indiana, University of Indiana, University of Kansas, and University of Missouri.
Did you bring your own security guard to those events?
No, and again, I just need to say this too. I feel safer when I'm out of the state of South Carolina.
Okay. When you did your book tour and you had book signing events at public places like Barnes and Nobles, did you bring your own security guard?
I also think it's really relevant to know that security needs change within time, and my security needs have increased exponentially this year. So asking me about random dates from 3 years ago, I don't understand.
Ms. Matney, you testified on direct that you started receiving online harassment and online threats in 2021, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And so the time period from there on is relevant, and it's relevant to my question. So I appreciate if you just answer my question.
But it builds, and the harassment builds and then it goes away, and then it builds and it goes away. So there are different times when I do feel safer. And when you're asking me about, I think we had security at Barnes & Noble. I don't remember. You would have to ask my husband.
When you did your book signing events, in general, did you bring a security guard with you?
Usually, and I usually had my husband, and I always had my husband next to me, and we always are safe with securing the room and making sure most of our events are not open to the public. They are premium Lunashark member events only. We are not advertising them on the internet. I'm very safe about that.
Objection, Your Honor. Again, same objection. However, it's even weirder because it looks to be a unofficial transcript from somewhere, and it picks and chooses, and it doesn't state who's talking. So basically, it has the name of a podcast and then some paragraphs, but it doesn't identify anything or clearly state anything.
Well, is it her work product, something she did?
We don't know, Your Honor, because it was a verbal podcast, and there are actual transcripts through Apple Podcasts, which we could look at, but these are not it. I don't know where any of these came from. They're not the official.
Let her find out.
Ms. Matney, did you have an opportunity to review that notebook?
Yes.
Okay, and are those excerpts from podcasts that you've given,
What do you mean given?
or that you've been on?
I've been on them, yes.
Okay,
I believe so. Again, I would think it's a very long time.
we can have you look at them further at the lunch break. I'll move on and ask you about some other public appearances that you've made. You had a event at the Roasting Room in Bluffton, South Carolina. Do you recall that? It was called Stay Pesky and Perky. You remember that?
What year? What?
It was very recently, in 2025.
I don't know what you're talking about. 2025?
Have you ever had an event at the Roasting Room?
Years ago.
Okay. And did you take a security guard with you?
I believe we had security.
Okay. I'm not asking you about.
And it was a
whether you all had
premium-
security.
it was
I'm
a
asking- I'm
premium-
asking you whether you had a personal security guard that you brought with you.
Yes.
Okay. What was the name of this person?
His name's Steve.
Steve what?
I don't know the last name.
How long have you used this man for security?
But we use different people for security.
Okay. Do you have a security company that you use?
My husband does.
Okay. What's the name of the security company?
I don't know. Again, you should ask my husband a lot of these questions.
Okay. And your testimony is that at the Roasting Room, you brought your personal security guard.
We had a security, but also it's very important to know that only premium members knew about the Roasting Room event. It was a very private, very quaint. I think like 30 people were there. It's very different for me to go somewhere where I would post on Facebook and say, everybody, like today, everybody show up here. That makes the situation more dangerous, and that makes me need a security guard. For a premium only event where we're only inviting a few people and we know who's coming and we have vetted the list, the security concerns are a lot less. Does that make sense?
So Ms. Matney, I think what you're saying is that the more people that attend something, the more danger that presents to you. Is that right?
Not necessarily.
You just said that when there's a bigger crowd, that means you're less safe.
When more people are.
Objection, mischaracterization of testimony.
Overruled. Go ahead.
When more people, no.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Well, tell me what you are saying.
I,
When is it you choose to bring a security guard, and when do
All right. So at this point, we change into, was it Zoom or WebEx?
Webinar.
Webinar. All right. So I'm just going to change the view for a second. I think it takes you, is this yours? It takes you a minute to flip into
Yeah.
the other view.
Yeah, and then
All right. 2 seconds.
because
I'm
I've
just
like
gonna-
never really used this. I used it one time before the last time for the last hearing. But I had no idea how to get it working at first.
fix this up a little bit. All right.
you not?
when the public is
Well,
aware.
actually, there's one other thing I want to mention before we stop talking. Dolly, tell us about the chat.
Well, we're going to be seeing the chat because all of her supporters were watching it, and they have a Discord and they kind of get together and blab. Well, they were using the official courtroom chat and webinar to complain about how Mandy's cross is going.
Yeah, and that's on the court record, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, it says it like it.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
little notes that come up saying that this is part of the court record. So yeah, people didn't seem to realize that if you are, because you go in and you're viewing it, you're in the gallery basically. It's like you're in the gallery in a courtroom.
Yeah. So sometimes you need to like communicate with the court reporter to let them know who you are, or whatever, to let them know you're there, or it's not meant for observers to be chatting like it's Discord or an AOL chat room in 1998.
Yeah. So yeah, you put the chat up and you're looking at
because
well.
Then the chat was just like even just as entertaining as the cross. It was just amazing.
All right, let's go.
Of where I'm going to be.
And you've done that on every occasion the public's aware that you're going where you're going to be?
Typically.
Oh, okay.
Especially in the last few months, the security concerns have been a lot worse.
And you have invoices and receipts for all of these security guards you claim to have used over the years?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
Did you attend the co-op in Nashville, Tennessee, a public appearance there?
Years ago.
Did you take a security guard with you?
I don't know. And I've told you this many times, but I don't feel safe in South Carolina, and I feel safer in other states.
Oh, okay. You attended a public rally on March 21st of 2024 for the Victims Assistance Network. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And there's lots of pictures of you at this public rally. Do you know that they're on the internet?
Sorry, guys.
The victims rally? I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you attend this public rally in March of 2024?
God, I'm a spaz.
Tell me what it was.
It was
and where?
A public rally for the South Carolina Victims Assistance Network. Do you recall that?
Yeah, I went with Sandy Smith, I believe.
Okay. Did you bring a security guard with you?
Brought my husband.
My question is, did you bring a security guard with you?
And we were on State House grounds. And I remember going over, there were safety precautions. And so, no, I did not bring a security guard with me.
Okay. And you've also had live broadcasts of Cup of Justice and True Sunlight, correct?
I don't believe so.
You've never had a live broadcast?
I don't know. What's a live broadcast to you? What are you,
Ms. Matney, you testified earlier that that Mr. Bland is your co-host on Cup of Justice, correct?
Yes.
And he's a lawyer, correct?
Correct.
And he was with you when you had the discussion on your podcast in June, 11 days ago, about this hearing, correct?
Correct.
And you discussed this case with him and discussed this hearing with him, right?
I believe so. I need to look at that.
And you're very aware that he's a lawyer, right?
Yes, he's not my lawyer, though.
But you think he's a great lawyer, right?
I think he's a great lawyer, yes.
Okay.
He's not my lawyer, though. I think there's a big difference.
You have approximately 73,000 Instagram followers, is that right?
Yes.
And you have about 55,000 Facebook followers?
I think it's like 58 now.
Okay. And you would agree with me that you routinely share your location with all these thousands of people, right?
I don't.
You don't do that?
I don't.
Okay. Is this a posting that you made in December of 2025?
Yes.
And you say in this posting, me walking into the Beaufort County Courthouse, knowing how many people hate to see me coming. You see that?
Yes.
So you're telling people you're at the Beaufort County Courthouse, right?
That I posted this days after I was excused from jury duty. I have a rule for myself where I never post about a location, and I haven't in the last 4 years from a location because of safety concerns. So I do not post. If I'm going to be somewhere the next day, I'm not going to post. Even when I'm in a city, I usually take a couple days to post from that city. So when I post with locations involved, I think you're misunderstanding what's going on there. It's days later that I was at that location.
Miss Matney, did you take a security guard with you that day to the Beaufort County Courthouse?
I did not.
Okay. But you were in South Carolina, right?
And nobody knew that I was going to jury duty.
Okay. But you did not take security with you, right?
I did not.
And there's another posting. You talk about this posting about how people recognize you all the time when you're out to dinner, right? Never weird when we walk into a place and hear that's Mandy and David with that podcast. LOL, LOL, right?
Correct.
So you get recognized all the time when you go out to dinner and when you go out into public places, right?
Yes.
And you don't have security guards with you then, do you?
I have my husband with me.
Your husband's not a security guard though, is he?
He's not, but he's just as good as one.
Okay.
I feel safe with my husband, and I think that that's important.
Okay. Post you made when you and your husband were at a bar. Do you remember that?
Again, correction, so you're not mischaracterizing me. I posted this way after I was at that bar. I do not post from bars that I'm at a location.
Did you take a security guard with you to the bar?
No, I did not. I took my husband, who I feel safe with, who arms himself.
But you get approached by strangers all the time, don't you?
I do a lot.
And you don't have security guards with you, do you?
I can't afford that. I don't make that much money.
Okay.
I would love to.
You have a travel podcast and you travel through multiple states and foreign countries and you post about where you went, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you don't take a security guard with you on those trips, do you?
Because I'm not nobody knows where I'm at the time.
You never post simultaneously that you're in a certain location. Is that your testimony?
Typically, like I'm really good about not, again, because I've been harassed for so many years and it changes you as a human being. Everything that you do is about your safety and everything that I do. So when I go to post online, I always consider, do I want I'm not like a normal person that can post from a bar and everything's fine. I have to be careful about that. And I think that you're mischaracterizing a majority of my Facebook posts just because they're at a certain location. I do not post from that location. So therefore it's not a security concern.
Do you recall inviting your followers to a public meetup in Colorado called the Brews and News?
It was not a public meetup.
Do you recall inviting your people to the Brews and News?
It was a premium only event where we had the guest list again.
Okay. Did you bring a security guard with you to that?
I did not. I felt extremely safe in Colorado.
And you routinely, walk on the beach in public places, right?
I don't, do you know that, Debbie?
Well, you
But
post
I-
pictures of yourself on the beach walking.
Do I?
You do.
I haven't seen those in this giant notebook. I have walked on the beach. I'm not a criminal. I'm allowed to do that. I'm allowed to live my life.
The point, Miss Matney, is that you don't take security with you. do you?
Take my husband.
Okay. But you don't take security guards with you, do you?
I take my husband. I could not afford a security guard to go with me everywhere. You might be able to do that, but I cannot.
Now, Miss Matney, on the day before March 27th, you made public appearances, right?
Before what?
Before March 27th of this year, you made public appearances, right?
A defined,
Well, you already testified you went to the red carpet event for your Hulu series. That's a public event, right?
it was not a public event. It was extremely private inside Disney's headquarters with a very, I don't know if you've been to Disney's headquarters, but the vet or any sort of event like this, but the vetting process to get into it is extreme and only certain people are allowed.
Okay.
You feel very safe there.
Well, maybe that wasn't a
It's
good
not
example,
a public event.
but tell me, you made public appearances before March 27th of 2026, correct?
Yes, I've made public appearances.
Okay. And post March 27th to this day, you still make public appearances, right?
Define a public appearance.
You go out in public, right? You make public appearances at bookstores, at events that promote your podcast.
I'm a
that
little
promote your
weirded out,
book.
Miss Debbie. I'm really weirded out by this line of questioning. And again, I'm not a criminal. I'm allowed to go outside. I'm allowed to live my life. And I want all women who are in a position like I am, who have been harassed and stalked and scared, that they should know that they also can go outside and live their lives without an attorney yelling at them for that. I think that we all should have that right.
Miss Matney, no one challenges whether or not you should be allowed to go out in public and do anything that you want to do. The point is, when you make those public appearances, you don't bring your own security guard, do you?
I bring my husband for the 100th time.
Yes or no? You don't bring
I
a
bring my
security guard.
husband. My husband is my security guard.
Okay.
He is
Say
safe.
your husband, you don't bring a security guard, right?
Typically, no, because I cannot afford that.
Okay. And on the day that you were court ordered to have your deposition, you appeared publicly in Savannah, Georgia in an outside restaurant, right?
It was like I didn't tell people that I was there.
Well, you posted a picture about it, and you posted a picture saying that you were eating and drinking your way through
I posted-
Savannah after standing your ground and not showing up for your deposition,
I
right?
posted pictures the next day after I was in Savannah.
Okay. And you described the trip, and there's no security with you when you went out to eat after your deposition, right?
There was my husband who was armed.
Okay. Other than your husband, there is no security guard with you at this restaurant where you went to celebrate not showing up for your deposition.
I didn't think we were being followed, and I'm curious now if we were.
That is not the question, Miss Matney. The question is, when you went out to celebrate and eat and drink after the deposition was supposed to take place, you didn't have a security guard with you, did you?
I had my husband, who I believe is just as good as a security guard. And we had a security guard at that location that day.
You publicly referred to it as a deposition standoff, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And you posted these pictures celebrating that you were standing your ground, right?
yes.
And since March 27th, you have continued posting from public places like public restaurants and public bars, correct?
Not posting from, you really, please do not mischaracterize me. I do not post from places. I post after the fact. So that's a huge difference.
And you have gone online before both the May 15th hearing and this June 22nd hearing and asked as many people as possible to come to crowd this courthouse, correct?
Yep.
And you did that to have so that you would have supporters here, right?
Yes.
And you weren't worried about the number of people or even who you were drawing as a crowd, were you?
Because I have security here.
Okay. And so you wanted as many people as possible to attend today, correct?
Because I have security here.
But you realize that those posts where you're inviting people to come, alert people to where your location is and when you're going to be there, to the date and to the time of this event, right?
Objection, Your Honor. There's no real question here, and court is a public docket. So I don't understand what she's driving at.
Your Honor, it's clear that Ms. Matney is not afraid of being in large crowds or afraid of being in South Carolina, as she's testified, because she's asked as many people as possible on the internet to come to her hearing, alerting them to her date, the time, and the location of where she will be.
Yeah, I understand. Let's move along on
Okay.
that. I got the point.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Matney, when you filed your motion to quash on November 25th of 2025, you did not identify a safety concern in that affidavit, did you?
I don't believe so.
And you did not mention any type of security concern until after both of your legal arguments had failed and you were ordered to attend a deposition. Isn't that right?
After during that time period, though, there was escalating posts from a felon who was threatening to show up at my deposition. I feel like that's absolutely relevant, and someone who I am afraid of and did not want to be around.
And I'm assuming, referring to a man named Mr. James Seidel. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Seidel has never called you on the telephone, has he?
I don't believe so.
And he's never sent you a text message, has he?
I don't know.
You've never even spoken to him, have you?
No, I try not to.
Okay. He's never shown up at your house, has he?
I hope not.
Are you aware of any instance where he has?
I fear that he does all the time.
But are you aware of an instance where he did?
I'm not.
Okay. And you've never taken out a restraining order against Mr. Seidel, have you?
I filed a police report and in the process of a restraining order.
And what process are you in?
In the process of filing a restraining order.
Okay. But you had this concern since last year and you haven't filed for a restraining order yet?
I know a number of women who have gotten restraining orders and ended up murdered after getting restraining orders. So I don't really believe that it protects you a whole lot.
Ms. Matney, the fact of the matter is Mr. Seidel has never threatened your safety. He's never threatened you. And it has nothing to do with your failure to appear at your deposition. Isn't that right?
That's not a fact.
You posted, in fact, on February 5th of 2026, 7 weeks before your scheduled deposition, that you would rather go to jail than show up for your deposition and have to spend time with myself or Mr. Moore. Isn't that right?
It's kind of a joke, but yeah,
You said that, right?
it's a joke.
You've also posted that you hate our legal system, correct?
I don't know what that I hate our legal system. I want it to be better.
Those are your words, Ms. Matney. You said
Sure.
you hate our legal system. Did you say that?
I can be upset sometimes and say I hate a legal system, but I also respect it and respect the people in it, especially the people that are ethical and do the right thing every day. I
Ms. Matney,
work with a lot of those people.
You have described being subpoenaed for a deposition as being punished by the judicial system, correct?
Being subpoenaed for a deposition in a case that I believe I don't have any part of, yes.
Yes, you described that as being punished by the judicial system, right?
Yes, you have to take off work. You have to, it's awful. Yeah.
And you wrote that you would never stop exposing what you called the evil in the system, correct?
Correct.
And you've referred to people involved in this case as dumb old men, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. You have publicly criticized Judge Kelly since this last hearing, since the May 15th hearing. You said that he failed to acknowledge your attorney's legal arguments. Do you remember that?
I don't know if I said that. I was very confused that that we did not get any clarity on my attorney's legal arguments. And I believe that I had the right to exercise my First Amendment rights to talk about that. And again, with the restrictions that I had to not talk to my attorney, I did not believe that there was anything wrong with that.
Ms. Matney, during the Cup of Justice episode number 180, you said in describing these proceedings to your followers that Debbie stood up and said like pounded her fist. Me. She did not have the law to argue with. She did nothing. And what did the judge do? The judge didn't even acknowledge why they didn't have to have an affidavit. He didn't even acknowledge Becky's very, very sound and full of logic argument based on the law. He just moved on. Are those your words?
I don't know if those are my words or Liz's.
Okay. But you have a video of the May 15th proceeding, and you are aware that I've never pounded my fist in the courtroom.
I think pound your fist is more of a expression.
It's an expression, but it didn't happen. It's a false characterization and a false narrative of what occurred in that court proceeding, isn't it?
I don't know.
Well,
It's
you have the video. Is there any video of me pounding my fist?
it's an expression of when you don't have the law, you pound your fist.
That you weren't really being accurate. You were just using expressions.
I think they know when I'm using expressions.
Okay. You also said you blame Judge Kelly for not going to the deposition because he didn't file his order fast enough denying your emergency motion. Do you remember that?
I believe that mischaracterizes. I believe that I said that I wanted clarity on the location of my deposition. All I wanted was for my deposition to be held in a safe place, and I was asking the court to do that. I did not want any of this to happen. If a court order was filed that morning that any one of us saw, we would have gone to that office. We were ready, willing, and able to be, I was ready, willing, and able to be deposed. I don't know, like.
Ms. Matney, did you or did you not say that the reason you didn't show up is because Judge Kelly didn't communicate his order fast enough?
I would have liked a communication. I did not say that's the reason I didn't show. Again, I believe that you're mischaracterizing my words.
Okay. Well, in Cup of Justice number 180, it says, it's at the heart of this whole thing. He, and you're talking about Judge Kelly, signed this thing on the day of your deposition and didn't file it till Monday. And no one on Friday knew that he had ruled on Mandy's emergency motion.
That could have been me or Liz. I'm not sure.
Okay. But you agree that you were discussing the rulings of this court while you were a live witness?
Objection, Your Honor. This is public filing. It is a statement of fact, and it is in the record that your order was signed at 7:26 in the morning on March 27th and was not circulated on the public index until after 1 o'clock the following Monday.
Your Honor, that doesn't have anything to do with my question. I mean, I'm asking Ms. Matney, she said she has respect for this court, and her statements on her podcast clearly demonstrate she doesn't have respect because she's creating a false narrative with the public about what actually occurred and what rulings have taken place in this proceeding.
How is it false, Your Honor? That is literally what's on the multi-court index.
Well, let's move along on relevance there. Just move along.
You also said, Ms. Matney, thank you, Your Honor, I will, that this judge allows Parker's lawyers to lie in the courtroom and that his rulings make you think he doesn't understand what's going on. Is that right?
I don't know if I said that or Liz. I don't know.
Okay. And you said that Judge Kelly either doesn't get it or he's on the wrong side of this. That was in Cup of Justice number 170.
I have
Recall that?
I don't know who said that, but I have felt that at times.
You said that he's letting you be bullied and humiliated in court. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And you don't like that, do you?
Don't.
And
But
so
can I
openly criticizing these proceedings and while you're a live witness. Is that right?
I was never told that I could not do that. And I think there's a big difference between respecting the court and criticizing it. By criticizing the court, you want it to be better and you want to share your experiences with the justice system so it's better for everyone.
Respect for the court includes complying with court orders, and Judge Kelly ordered you not to speak about this case.
Objection,
and you failed to do that.
Characterization of testimony.
Yes.
Your Honor, she keeps saying that she has respect for this court and that she has respect for this court's orders, but everything she says and everything she does from October 14th, 2025 onward demonstrates she has zero respect for this court, zero respect for these proceedings, and that she has taken this dispute, escalated it, and monetized it for her own financial gain.
I understand where you're going with that. I get it. Okay, but let's get back
Okay.
to the
I'm almost finishing up, Your Honor. Ms. Matney, you have covered, according to you, courts and legal proceedings for over the years, correct?
Yes,
And you've already admitted under oath that you knew what a subpoena was, right?
yes,
You've already admitted under oath that you were represented by counsel throughout this whole process, right?
correct.
And you admitted that you knew that you filed a motion to quash and that motion to quash was denied, right?
Objection, that was again a mischaracterization. Debbie, are you talking about the motion to quash where we had oral arguments in November and then the judge ruled on it in February?
Your Honor, it's very simple. She filed a motion to quash her deposition subpoena in November of 2025. We did have oral argument. We ruled on it. I feel like her objections are trying to coach the witness.
Well, let's just move along on this issue because I got that.
Ms. Matney, is it correct that you understood that your motion to quash and your motion to reconsider had been denied?
You're going to have to redefine when. At what
Well,
point?
when they were denied, the day these orders came out, was it communicated to you that you lost those arguments? You've already admitted under oath that that's the case.
Okay.
Are you going to change your testimony?
No,
Okay. Now, you also admitted under oath that you understood the court's rulings. You recall that?
yes,
Okay. So nothing in any court order permitted you to choose your own deposition location, did it?
Objection, calls for a legal conclusion, Your Honor.
Counsel.
Are you aware of anything in either of the court's orders that allowed you to choose your own deposition location?
Objection, again, is argumentative, Your Honor, and the flip side of the argument could be argued of there's nothing prohibiting parties from agreeing to change the location.
I understand that, but she asked a question. Is there anything in the order?
say that again.
Was there anything in either of the court's orders denying your motions that you thought allowed you to choose your own deposition location?
I don't know. I don't know because I just remember seeing emails between y'all and my attorneys about the location afterwards. So I just assumed that the location was up for choosing.
Okay. I didn't ask you that, Ms. Matney. What I asked you is, in either of the court orders that this honorable court issued, is there any language in those orders that allows you to choose your own deposition location?
Objection, Your Honor. Again, I believe the orders have been admitted. It is the court record. I don't see what the point is asking about the contents of an already admitted filing.
Well, it's overruled. She's asking her about her understanding of it. Go ahead.
Can you ask that again?
Ms. Matney, is anything in the language of the orders that the court issued regarding denying your legal motions? Did any language in those orders allow you to choose your own deposition location?
All I remember is they said within 14 days to be deposed.
So are you claiming that you don't know?
I would
What's
have to
your
look.
answer?
I would have to look at it.
Okay, we can arrange that. So Ms. Matney, just to be clear, as far as the day of the deposition that it was supposed to take place, you had transportation available to you to attend your deposition, right? We've already covered that.
Define transportation.
You had the ability to get to the office where the deposition location was noticed, right?
Correct.
You could have gone, right?
Correct. And the other side could have gone to our office as well. And I also believe that I was told that attorneys were supposed to not burden non-parties in situations like this and accommodate them. And I believed that your team would have respected my right to feel safe and and you guys wanted information from me. I, again, thought the best solution. I came up with the best solution. I was willing and able to be deposed at my attorney's office in a place where I felt safe. And I never got a reason from Team Parker as to why they did not want to do that.
So, Ms. Matney, you weren't hospitalized that day, right?
No.
And you weren't incapacitated, right?
Objection, Your Honor, asked and answered. They relied on the rule to show cause, direct which all these questions were asked at that time on April 7th.
Yeah, let's move along about that.
Okay. Ms. Matney, isn't it correct that on February 5th, well before you raised a safety concern to this court, that you publicly stated you'd rather go to jail than attend a deposition with opposing counsel?
Objection, asked and answered, Your Honor.
Are those your words, Ms. Matney?
I believe that's true.
Yeah, I believe
You said that, didn't you?
as a joke.
You made a decision.
Again, Your Honor, we have an open
Let's move
objection.
along.
Okay. And you made that decision and you followed through with it because you simply decided you weren't going to obey the court's order.
That's
Isn't that
not
right,
true.
Ms. Matney?
That's not true.
Thank the court's indulgence. Your Honor, I would ask that during the lunch break, Ms. Matney be asked to review those notebooks. We'd like to put them in evidence. And I believe I'm almost done. If we could hold it open for her to have reviewed them. She claims she didn't have enough time during the break.
I'll take that under advisement.
Your Honor, I don't have any further questions. I'm just asking to keep it open for that limited purpose of admitting those notebooks of her excerpts of her podcasts and her social media posts.
Okay, it's under advisement.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Counsel, anything?
Are you asking if I have an objection to keeping testimony open to allow her to review, or if I have redirect?
You have any redirect?
I do have some redirect, Your Honor.
So, Dolly, this lady recused herself today, right?
Is that her? I know one of her lawyers did.
Pretty sure it's her.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Let me just go find the name.
Question to approach, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a copy for us, Ms. Van?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay, the one who's left is Meredith
Why don't we just do
Bannon.
this? He thinks there's a 36. Won't we just start it at numeral 50? How about that?
Okay, the seated one.
The one who's okay. Yeah, right. I know which one you mean. Yeah. So there was a lady with there's two. So this shorter haired lady, I think that's Rebecca Lindahl. And there's a longer haired lady who was the lawyer who was representing her. Was doing the the direct at the show cause hearing, which was in April. And we actually did a members only viewing of that a while back. So so Meredith Bannon is the one who has withdrawn. So we'll see whether this Rebecca Lindahl sticks around or not.
Yes.
What is it?
Is this the court order or a subpoena?
Hey.
For what date?
It does not say the date and time.
If I may, if you could look in the center page.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the bottom. Place of deposition, Joan Simpson in Newton, 7 Plantation Park on March 2nd at 10 a.m.
I would move non-party Matney's exhibit. No objection.
Without objection.
Yes. Just subpoena.
And is it for this case?
Hang on, can we just read a couple of these comments, Dolly?
Let's see.
Seems like
Seems like they are trying to punish her. Why didn't they do the deposition via Zoom? As someone who's following the Karen Reed trial, this seems pretty strange.
uh-huh.
And ALD, have you ever been threatened and stalked? It sucks in every way. Yeah, it does, but I wouldn't really say being threatened and stalking just sucks. That's a weird way to put it. She should have been able to proceed with the location she requested. Gaslight anyone?
God.
Okay.
Like, her followers are just believing that she's being stalked by Jim Seidel, whereas it's been pointed out very clearly that Jim has never called her, never texted her, never been to her house, never made any threats, like never threatened her ever. So how is he putting her in any danger at all? Just not. He's just not.
No.
I believe so. Yes.
And what is the place of the deposition?
And I need to also point out my address is wrong on there. Joan Simpson and Newton. And then the time is March 23rd, 2026 at 10 a.m. Yes.
Not party Matney news and exhibit.
Any objection?
No, you have.
Without objection.
Hey, Aubrey. Oh my God, Aubrey, I know who you are. Hello. Aubrey, you're on the list of people who wasn't allowed into the event at the university. You troublemaker. Rabble rouser.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that now. Yeah. Those damn FOIAs. Oh, Ben.
Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
It's another subpoena in this case.
And what is the location?
The location is Joan Simpson and Newton, and the time and date is March 27th at 9 a.m.
I move non-party Matney's exhibit. No objection, Your Honor.
Without objection.
We can label this non-party Matney's exhibit 53.
The USC. Hello, Suzanne. I'm going to show the USC list after this, guys. Everyone will know what it means. No way.
I am showing you a certificate of electronic notification.
Hang on.
Can you read what time it indicates it was filed?
March 30th at 1:01 p.m.
And do you know what this is regarding?
This is my motion, my emergency motion in the response to it, I believe.
So this is court order denying.
Yes, this is the court order. Yes, which is days after my deposition. Supposed to.
I would move non-party Matney's exhibit 53.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor. No objection, Your Honor. It's about all the public index.
Without objection.
We should have been counting them my husband's. My
Will this
husband.
non-party Matney's exhibit 54?
Correct. It
Your
was-
Honor, I'd object to this and I'd ask what the relevance is.
Okay, yeah, there was a list of people that weren't allowed to come to her event. Yes, and that was FOIA'd. And we have it. And it seems like there's quite a few people in chat who were on that list.
It's an affidavit of a third party. That has nothing to do with this contempt proceeding.
What's the relevance?
Your Honor, it was an exhibit provided during the deposition, and it was also a disclosed fact where Ms. Vicki Ward states that she got the photos and reel at issue from a grave building.
Your Honor, you've already ruled on this in the May 15th hearing, and you sustained it, and it has absolutely zero relevance to this contempt proceeding. Object.
What's the relevance to the contempt?
To the contempt, Your Honor, is to go that they to prove the undue burden and that her defendants have been acting maliciously and not in good faith in abusing the court process to harass Ms. Matney when they know in good faith that she was not the one who disclosed the pictures.
We're not here about the disclosure of the picture. Here about contempt and sustained.
Were you aware of the word statements regarding?
Objection, Your Honor, relevance.
Dr. Let's
And hearsay.
I'm not here about the pictures. I'm here about the contempt.
Correct. And her knowledge, if she has it prior to March 27th, would go to inform her belief and actions and interpretation of it.
Your Honor, Ms. Ward's affidavit has nothing to do with her decision to not attend her deposition and ignore a court order.
So what did it have to do with her not being there? I mean, she's admitted she was not there.
Correct, but we have to, we don't have to show. And the part of it has to show that it was a willful violation, meant to inflame and disregard the court's authority, which goes directly into the impact and effect on the listener and the presence and impressions of what she knew and had heard and believed at the time that she had made clear she was available less than half a mile away for her deposition.
No, ma'am, I don't think so. Move along.
His label, non-party Matney, 55, 56, and
Your Honor, I object to this exhibit. It has no relevance to this contempt proceeding as well. It has, there are pleadings that are filed in this case where the non-party Ms. Matney talks about her belief of, the merits of the case. Has nothing to do with her decision not to attend her deposition or to disregard court order.
That's,
Your Honor, that's a mischaracterization of this filing. It's an admission by party opponent, and they're certified self-authenticating, self-proving documents. And in this argument, Parker's defendant was on the receiving end of a rule to show cause, seeking sanctions and contempt. And in these filings, Ms. Barbier, as well as Mr. Moore, on behalf of their client, state that lacking an affidavit in a rule to show cause hearing causes the complete rule to show cause to fail in its entirety. We would offer these as a statement by party opponent showing inconsistent argument, and it's essentially a sword and shield argument. They earlier in this case have argued one thing, and now they're flipping it, having not filed the affidavit, and are arguing.
Your Honor, this took place in a different case, in a case that's dated in 2021. And it has, Mr. Moore and I are not the counsel of record, it's Mitch Griffith. And it has nothing to do with the contempt proceedings today.
yeah, it has nothing to do with the contempt proceedings at all.
It does, Your Honor, because again, it is the defendant Parker's statement by through his attorneys, and it is a mission by defendant Parker that not having an affidavit for the rule to show cause causes it to fail ab initio.
Okay, that's a matter of law, and it's overruled. I mean, it's sustained. We're not coming in.
Mandy, do you live your life on the internet?
No.
Is everything that we read on the internet real?
No.
So sometimes are your posts made at different points of time than the reader is led to believe?
They almost always are.
Did you willingly have your deposition taken?
Yes.
And after the March 27th deposition, where you made it clear where you would be and defense counsel failed to show up, did you reach out to defense counsel to reschedule the failed deposition?
My counsel reached out several times, offering, I believe, we even offered a Sunday. Mark Moore said he couldn't do it. At several courthouses we offered. We're really trying to get it done.
Did you also offer Columbia?
Yes.
Did you offer not your attorney's office in Columbia?
I believe so. Yes.
Did you offer Charleston?
Yep.
Did you offer Bluffton again?
Yes.
Did you offer Savannah?
Yes.
Did you offer Charlotte?
Yes.
And at any point, were these offers accepted?
No.
And so after the failed deposition, what was the next communication you received from defendant Parker?
I believe that we were summoned to Gaffney for a hearing. I don't remember.
Right, no further questions.
Anything at all?
Ms. Matney, your counsel just entered into 3 subpoenas for your depositions. Is that right?
I believe so.
Okay. And the first subpoena is dated March 2nd. The date and time for the deposition notice is March 2nd, 2026 at 10 a.m., correct?
Correct.
And the place of the deposition is Jones, Simpson, and Newton, PA, 7 Plantation Park Drive, Bluffton, South Carolina, 29910. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. The next subpoena is noticing it for March 23rd, 2026 at 10 a.m. And it's the very same location, correct?
Correct.
And your lawyers did not object to this location when this first March 2nd subpoena was issued. Is that right?
I'm
No objection made to that location, right?
not sure.
Well, are you aware of one?
I just don't know. I would have to look at the court filings of what was going on at that time and what
Are you or are you
what
not
motions we had going.
Are you or are you not aware of an objection that was made by your lawyers to that location at that time?
Objection asked and answered, Your Honor. She already said she doesn't know.
Answer it one more time. Go ahead.
Was I aware?
Were you aware of an objection made to that location?
I don't know.
Okay, well, did you tell anybody you can't do it at that location?
Yes.
Did you tell them that?
I believe that would be attorney-client privilege.
On February 10th, did you or your lawyers make an objection to this location?
I don't know.
And then when your lawyers objected to that date and time because of their schedules, the subpoena was reissued for March 23rd, 2026 at 10 a.m. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And it was for the exact same location, again, to which there was no objection made, right?
Yes. I believe. I don't know.
Then again, your lawyers had a conflict. And so in order to accommodate your lawyers' schedules, we agreed to do it March 27th at 9 a.m. at the same exact location. You recall that?
I believe so. I don't know.
Okay. And Ms. Matney, you would not dispute, because there is absolutely zero record of it, that there was never an objection to that location until just a few days before the deposition.
I don't know. Define a few days. I don't know when. It was when
That week, the week of the deposition, your lawyers suddenly objected to the location. You recall that?
Yes.
Okay. And then do you recall that we offered an alternative location in an office building where there's security at the bottom and no one can get up on the elevator without being admitted through the security at the bottom of the building? And that was in Columbia. Do you remember that offer was made?
Yes, there was something wrong with it, with security wise, and also, and I knew that I had the right to be deposed in my own county, and I stuck with that.
So you would agree with me that you declined to go to the building where they had security at the bottom of the building where nobody could get up on the elevator without permission, right?
I don't know the details. I just remember I did not want to do that. I did not feel safe doing that at that location, and I can't.
Right.
But again, we offered a number of locations.
And one of the locations you offered was at your co-podcaster's building, Mr. Bland's office, correct?
Correct.
And they don't have security at his building at the bottom. He just is in an office building, correct?
We would have brought security.
But that building itself didn't have security, did it?
I don't know, but I feel very safe with Eric Bland around.
We also offered to have your deposition in Bluffton or Hilton Head at a hotel, and the hotel would have had security, and you declined that offer too, didn't you?
You said that I would have to pay for it, which this is your case, and so I thought that that was ridiculous. And
No,
I
Ms.
thought that
Madden.
was abusing the process.
In fact, we offered to split the cost of that if you all are agreeable to changing the location to there, and you declined that offer, didn't you?
Should I have to pay for being deposed? I mean, I'm paying a lot already.
No, Ms. Matney, but what you should have to do is, like everybody else, follow the rules and follow the court orders. And when you're ordered to show up for deposition,
Objection. This is testifying.
Let's don't get into making statements. Anything?
one more thing, Ms. Matney, this other exhibit that your lawyer entered into evidence, which is the notice of when Judge Kelly's order ruling on your emergency motion came out, which was 3/30/2026. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Okay. And so this goes back to when we were talking on your cross-examination about the fact that you blame Judge Kelly for not coming to the deposition because he didn't rule fast enough for you, did he?
I did not.
Objection is beyond scope of redirect, asked, answered.
Let's move along.
You entered this, your lawyer entered this as an exhibit to show when Judge Kelly ruled on your emergency motion, correct?
But you mischaracterized what I said. I said that it was a confusing situation because we had no court order on that morning. And
Ms. Matney, you had no order excusing you from attending that or for mandating you to attend that deposition on March 27th at 7 Plantation Park Drive in Bluffton, South Carolina, did you?
I did not know what it meant when we had a pending motion, emergency motion.
Well, you cover the court system and you tout yourself as somewhat of a legal expert. And you're aware that if a judge has not ruled on a motion, you don't have the authority or the right to ignore the existing orders.
I wasn't,
You know that.
I was not ignoring the existing orders, and I talked to a lot of lawyers about this situation, and nobody had heard of a situation where defendants such as yourselves were making it so incredibly difficult to agree on a location. And I felt unsafe the more that you guys doubled down on that certain location. And I feel like I have the right to say that I felt unsafe.
And you felt like you had the authority to ignore the authority of this court. And that's what you did, right?
Correct.
Nothing further.
Okay, that's it. Thank you, man. You may leave the witness stand.
A plethora of lawyers.
A murder of lawyers.
A murder of lawyers. I gaggle.
A carcass of lawyers.
Well, I mean, speaking of carcass of lawyers, Eric Bland's career is pretty much dead, so
Yeah.
you can't include him.
Got another ODC complaint from Jim Seidel the other day.
He did another ODC complaint.
Well, Jim, at the last Murdaugh hearing, was being very cordial and decided to shake Eric Bland's hand. Eric Bland did not realize it was Jim Seidel until he was about to grab his hand and then recoiled. And as any grown man would do, he immediately went to Twitter and wrote a very, very, very long tweet about how absurd Crime and Cask is.
Yeah, which as Jim Crime and Cask.
Yeah. And he quickly deleted the tweet.
Yo.
And he got another ODC complaint for that.
Yes, and Eric Bland did quit her podcast. Finally, I think people are speculating as to why Eric Bland has quit her podcast. I think it might be because she now has a contempt of court ruling against her, and Eric Bland has enough concerns of his own with the ODC complaints against him. So, yeah, he could lose his license to practice law.
I mean, I doubt that'll happen.
He very well could. It's possible.
It's one of the consequences. Yeah, I mean, maybe a suspension or just a fine or something, but it's a mark on his record for sure.
It's not good. Yeah. A handshake is absurd. Well, I mean, see, they think that Jim is a stalker.
Yeah. They hate
because
him.
Jim criticizes them. And all of these people, they're so precious. They're such little snowflakes that they cannot handle any criticism whatsoever. And anybody who says one word against them is causing them to feel physically threatened. It is insanity. And we will, if you would like, we'll also maybe tomorrow or the next day watch Eric Bland's testimony, which is ridiculous. And Eric Bland is our favorite attorney lolcow.
EB.
Actually. EB. Yeah.
I wish I bought one of his limited edition bobbleheads when I had the chance. I really should have. I'm really regretting that now.
You could give it to the cats. Anyway, I want to show you this list. So there was a list of people who weren't allowed to show up to their exclusive event at was it University of South Carolina? And because universities have they're part of the open records rule, right?
Yeah, it could be requested because it was a public school.
It's public school. So basically, Lunashark had an appearance there or an event there. I think it was like a speech or something like that. This is in 2023, I think, or 2024. They decided that they didn't want stalkers being there who would harass them. So I'll show you this list because it was FOIA'd. FOIA'd. I don't know if this will be a public records request or a FOIA request. Is it federal?
Public records, I think.
It's just a public
South
records
Carolina.
request. Yeah. Okay. So it is just state. So I'll just show you it. So it does appear that we have some esteemed people in chat today who are on this list. I think this may have ended up as an exhibit in this hearing. I'm not sure.
I love this change of pace. Well, believe it or not, we do occasionally talk about other things.
Yeah, occasionally. Okay, so this
from David 2023.
Moses. End of 2023. Yeah, David Moses is the husband.
Hubby. Yep.
Yes, Mr. Hubby. And Mr. Hubby is obviously like black belt or something. You know, he's armed and dangerous.
Yeah.
So this is from David Moses to Randy Covington, who is at USC, CCing his wife Mandy about the USC talk. Do you want to read him?
Hiya. Totally understand your concerns. When I floated the idea to Eric for scheduling, he was super duper excited. As a compromise, exciting to match our brand voice. Aw. Let's plan a chat with Mandy before the weekend to get our ducks in a row. We like the idea of a spring event too. Great news on security. Here's a list of folks we are concerned about and why.
Uh-huh.
So Jim's number one on the list.
Jim's number one on the list, right? And P.S. at that time, Jim's name wasn't widely known, right?
Yeah.
So he went by Crime and Cask.
This was 2023. This guy was literally recovering from throat cancer, I believe.
He was actually right in the midst of his throat cancer at that point in time.
Yeah, he hadn't even beat it yet.
He was surgery and chemo right at that point in time. Yeah.
Like we met him around that time.
We did.
Right.
Yeah.
Like his throat was really messed up. His voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was not a threat at that time.
He was not a threat.
David.
What guy says? Convicted felon, unhinged, and creating something slanderous, something
Slander.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unhinged. Well, okay.
Okay, David something.
We are very concerned about these two disruptors, online hate campaigns, and threats of physical violence.
Okay, I can't remember who that David is.
I don't either. Yeah. Meredith
somebody
engages in campaigns of online harassment.
Yep. And Seaton, we know who Seaton is. She has a podcast.
She was on there?
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know she made the naughty list. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is so just Dick Harpootlian.
Dick Harpootlian?
Not Jim, not Griffin.
No, not Jim Griffin. Jim Seidel was it. Yes. Leave Poots alone.
Are you kidding me?
Uh-huh.
I just love how they just copy and paste engages in campaigns of online harassment.
Okay, so I know a lot of these people. I've just met you, Susan, in chat. And Aubrey, I remember who you are, Aubrey, actually. but I know a lot of these people, and I know for a fact that all these people do is criticize Mandy. That's it. They don't threaten her physically. They don't like go to her house. They don't say, "Oh, I'm going to come and get you."
Seaton, I think, still does work for FitsNews. Like, she's an actual journalist.
No.
No? Or does she do her own thing?
She's got a podcast. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, yeah, she's a journalist.
Yeah, she's a journalist.
And very professional.
And yeah, the felony, yes. So they think someone is unsafe because they were convicted of fraud for PPP money. Yes.
I mean,
so he has one felony for that. Yes, that's right. And look, he has a felony. Yes, he does. It's a fact. He does. Right. However, the way they characterize him is they make him sound like he's a violent criminal.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
And also, the amount of times they throw out that he is a stalker publicly on their quite large platform is very much like what Lauren has done to Christina. It's very much like what JLR has done to Dali and to Matt Tomorrow and to Nerdy with calling them girlfriend beaters and child abusers and all that kind of thing. You can't just do that. You can't just put things like that out there onto large public platforms that are completely false. And this judge here has looked at the evidence and gone, no, there's no evidence of him, this Jim Seidel, causing you a physical threat to be fearful for your life. So just based on what's been put forth at this hearing anyway, you haven't given us any evidence of that.
No.
For us to consider. So if you wanted us to use that as a reason for not turning up for your deposition, you should have given us some evidence of being actually fearful of him, and you haven't.
From the beginning, too. Like, it was a last-minute thing when her motion to quash the deposition got denied. Then she came up with this whole thing. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, exactly. Now, speaking of Seaton Tucker, her podcast is called Impact of Influence with Matt Harris. And she has created this really excellent timeline. So Mandy Matney from subpoena to contempt. Hey, Jim, how's it going, man? Hey,
Great
dude. Good to see you. I wondered if you'd turn up in chat, mate. Hey, we have the non-stalker himself.
Yes.
In chat. Good to see you, buddy. And hope you're feeling well. Lately, I've been listening to your TikToks and that, and your voice sounds incredible.
Yes.
By the way, 2 years ago, we had Jim on this stream a few times, and he was just recovering from the surgery. Was it mouth cancer or throat cancer?
Throat, I think.
But he could barely speak. He literally could barely speak. And that absolute turd, Eric Bland, and I will say that, you are a turd, Eric Bland, has accused Jim of faking cancer.
Yeah.
And Eric Bland, you saw him. You saw Jim Seidel in person with his face blown up like a football.
Yeah, that was vile.
Yeah. How you can accuse a person of faking cancer when you know full well, Eric Bland, what Jim Seidel was going through. It's pure spite.
Yeah.
That's what that is. Hey, man. So yeah, I will not stand for that. Like there's been a lot of shade thrown, but when it comes to actually going there and saying you faked cancer, no. Sinus and throat. Yeah. We saw what you went through, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yes, Seaton from Impact of Influence, she's made this excellent timeline. It shows that Mandy was first given this subpoena for deposition October 17, 2025. And she objected, and then February 5, the court denied Matney's motion to quash. Matney filed a motion to reconsider February 17. It was denied March 16. It went on and on and on, right? Deposition set for March 27. Last minute change, 1 week before deposition. She chose the location she wanted. And then March 26, less than 36 hours before deposition, Matney filed an emergency motion to set the deposition location. The court found it was not an emergency. March 27, deposition made. Matney did not go to the location. And she appears celebratory and evidence her intent to defy her obligation to appear. April 7 to 8, there was a hearing on the rule to show cause deposition rescheduled. And so that she complied after the fact, after she was told that she was going to be in contempt. And then May 15th and June 22nd, she was found in contempt. June 13th was the result. So that was the hearing we were just looking at. It was on May 15th and June 22nd. It was held over for a while between day 1 and day 2. And then the result was on June 13th. So if you want to read about all that, I'll put the link to it in chat. Seconds, guys.
Yep.
In fact, I put it in the description already. So I'll grab it out in a minute. But yeah, there's in the description of this video, I have put a link to that document. So you can easily, there we go, timeline in visual form, thanks to Impact of Influence podcast.
Yeah, it was a great chart.
Can you post a link for my GoFundMe to beat up Mandy Matney's husband? No. We do not encourage anything like that. No. No
violence.
No. Yeah, throat cancer, as long as it doesn't move to the organs, is very treatable. Yes, but it was quite intense
Serious.
what he went through. It was very serious, and yeah, like I said just now, hearing Jim now being able to speak, it really gives me goosebumps hearing him talk now, because when we used to have him on the stream early 2024, 2025, I can't remember. I think it was 2024. He could barely talk.
Yeah.
We would give him breaks. We would make sure the streams were short, that kind of thing, because it was just so
Offered to
difficult.
delay it a week, and he'd insist on coming on.
Yeah. I did report him for Eric's weird attacking me. He responded by attacking me again. Yeah.
That was so
Eric's a bit of a sensitive flower.
He is.
Yeah. He is, yeah. Anyway, we'll have you on next time, hey, Jim?
Yes.
That'd be nice, yeah. Impact of Influence is one of my go-to media pages for South Carolina news. Yeah, Seaton's really great. Seaton and Matt. Really great, honorable people. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, if you see any, blonde journalists, podcasters who have decided that we're stalkers, just tell them that, they need to grow a pair. Really, she can get in line, because there's this bald guy in Florida and this tattooed guy in Arizona who kind of are in front of them, who would like to take us down first. So maybe, yeah, she can get in line. And there's also, this other blonde woman in Nevada who's probably even in front of them. Yeah. Oh, White Boy's going live soon. Claims Ted's wife DM'd him.
Or his ex-wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, we redirecting time?
Yep. I set it up.
Okay, sweet. Okay, we're going to redirect over to White Boys. See you, Jim. And see you guys in chat. Really appreciate you. New people, welcome in. Replay crew, make sure you're subbed up. Make sure you hit the like. And we are working really hard to get you the full hearing.
Yep.
Make sure that it's on, it'll be members first. Oh, Eric Bland is a bigger clown than Chris McDonough. He's supposed to host.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you.
Oh, we're gonna, guys. If you think Eric Bland is a clown, wait till you watch us roast him. We have so much fun with Eric Bland and his tweets. He does the best DB impression.
He's gonna have so much fun doing this again.
He's our favorite. Wrong but strong. Wrong and strong.
Yes.
Anything but bland.
EB.
EB.
He hasn't blocked me yet on Twitter. So my favorite thing is like finding one of his tweets. I always look and see if he misses EB at the end of it. Because he always adds EB, but occasionally he misses it. So then I just go in his comments, is this really Eric Bland? Did you get hacked? He always responds like all serious. No, I just missed. I forgot to put EB in there.
His merch is so funny. Thanks, Betsu, for the $4.99. Thanks, Bo Bear, for becoming a new member. Thank you, Jamie, for being here for 1 month. Appreciate you. All right, guys, time for us to go. Say hi to White Boy when you get there and say hello, Raid. Thank you for all the hard work you've done, Dali, putting these videos together. And make sure that you're a member subbed up and that you've subscribed, etc., and put your heavy bell notification on for the full video to be released of the hearing, because there's so much more to it yet. And you have to be pesky.
Yes.
To wait for the sunlight to come out on the full hearing.
Yes. We may do Alex it tomorrow.
Who's what?
Alex, the hearing.
Oh, guess what? Alex, Criminal Network.
Yep.
He's hearing tomorrow.
Yep.
Who's Media Pass?
I should be able to get the audio for that. Didn't get video, but I got
Alex is hearing tomorrow, guys. See you then. Dali works hard on his stalking. Right?
I'm a harmless stalker.
He is. Yeah, we'll see you for Alex's hearing tomorrow. It's a show course hearing too.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, guys. Alrighty. Time for the song. Boom.
Her name was Helen. She was an Aussie. She was a fake lawyer from the future. She got on YouTube and made some live streams. The co-host is Dolly and she dances sometimes. The words are always surrounding because she's an 803. To the